Hello, welcome to the Antisocial Club. I'm DiamondAlexis. Today's video, I will be showing y'all how to make this cute star top. It's called I'm a Star. That's what I named it. Anyways, it's my star top that I made on my Sentro machine. I made this pink one, and a few people asked for a tutorial. I was gonna give one anyway, but since y'all asked, I decided to do one a little quicker. And so I made this green one. If you haven't, make sure to check out my Instagram where I took pictures in this top. Super cute, super, you know, mystical. I guess I lost the footage of me putting the straps on here, but I just want to say that they're just chains. I just put the hook in and then brought the yarn through and then started chaining, and then I weaved it in, of course. And I did it 2 at the top where you tie around the neck. When I tied it around my neck, so I did these 2 first, tied it around my neck, right? And then when I put it on, I see where the end of my bust is, which is usually right above the star. And that's where I put some like stitch markers on the side, and that's how I know where to put the middle strap. So the middle strap is not directly in the middle, it's just right under where my bust is. So that way when you tie it, it's like this. And then obviously I put some at the bottom. Don't ignore my not weaved in ends for the stars. But I put some at the bottom as well. So yeah, I'm so sorry I don't have footage of that. I don't know what happened to it. I was editing and I was like, where's the footage for the straps? But they're literally just chains, I promise. Like, there's nothing fancy or special about them. And what I do is I chain like half of my torso. So it's just the middle of my back and then the middle of where like my belly button is. So it's just halfway around. So it's not all the way around, just halfway. And that's how long I chain it. Mine is a chain of 50, in case that helps anybody. But yeah, so this is the top we will be making. It's super easy, super simple. It's literally just a panel and then you do a duplicate stitch for the star. If you are trying to figure out how to do a duplicate stitch, I do have a tutorial for a duplicate stitch out, so you can go check that out. It shows in more detail how to do a duplicate stitch. I show a little bit of how to do it in this video, but if you want to know in like more detail, go check out that video. And yeah, I hope that y'all love this tutorial. I hope that y'all love the top. For sizing, you would literally just do it as long as you want. Mine is a 48 needle machine, so it stretches quite a bit, but I don't think it'll get super big. So I know a lot of people turn theirs like sideways. So if you're bigger, you might could do it sideways, or you could do 2 panels, put them together, and then do the star in the middle of that. But those are some suggestions for if you want it bigger, if you need a bigger size. I know they make a bigger Sentro machine, so I'm sorry I can't be as size inclusive as I usually am in this tutorial, because the Sentro machines come usually in like certain sizes, so I do apologize for that. But if you do know how to traditionally knit by hand, you can knit this by hand. It's literally just a rectangle. It's literally just a rectangle. So yeah, I hope that y'all love this tutorial. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any questions, leave them down below. I do have a tutorial for how to do a panel and how to do like different things on the machine, so you can check those videos out as well. They will be linked down below. And yeah, let's get started. So what you're gonna need for this tutorial, you're gonna need some yarn to do waist yarn. So it can be any color, it just can't be the same color as your outfit you're gonna make. So any type of yarn for some waist yarn. You're gonna need the color that you want for your shirt. I'm gonna do these 2 greens. This is like, it's not sage, but it's almost close to sage, and this is olive green. So this is going to be the shirt, so I'm going to be using this. There's size 4, all the yarn is size 4 yarn, So I'm going to use this to make the actual top. You're going to need a 6mm hook. You're going to need your machine. And then you're going to need some stitch markers. Not a lot, just a few. Or you can use bobby pins or whatever you want. We are going to be working in panel mode, so you want to make sure that your machine is in panel mode and not tube. So you're just going to put that to the P. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to cast on for panel mode. And when you're in panel mode, you want to make sure that you are on the different color hook. So once you're on the different color hook, you want to go, this is 1, so you go 2 and then 3. In between hook 2 and 3, you're going to put your waist yarn and you're going to cast on. So you're going to go in front of this, and then you're going to go behind the next one, in front, behind, in front, behind, and you're just going to do that all the way to the other side. Just going to do that all the way to the other side. Once you get back to this black hook, you're going to just put this on the yarn holder, and then I'm going to put it on the second tension, so the medium tension. We're going to do it on that one because that's what we're going to be working with today. And you want to make sure where we marked this peg that the yarn is sitting up underneath. So you want to make sure it's sitting up underneath there. And of course, before you go back around, you want to make sure you're tugging this, kind of pull it a bit, and then you want to wind it up. You're gonna do it for like 2, and then you can let it go and just go to the other side. Same thing, want to make sure the yarn is sitting up under this peg that's marked. Once it is, you just kind of tug that, go back, let it go after it goes on like 2, and then go back to the other side. And you're just gonna do that for a few rows. If it gets kind of stuck, you wanna watch this, and if it's stuck here, kind of just push it down, and that'll help it to not be like stuck. You never wanna force yourself to wind. It just should do it effortlessly. So once you do that, see how it's not under that peg? You're just gonna pull and see it just snapped. So you're going to pull it, go back the other way, and we're just gonna do this for a few rows. I would recommend doing it for maybe about 15 rows. Okay, again, if it gets kind of stuck, let me see if I can show y'all. See, it's kind of stuck right here, so it won't let me do it. You just push it down and then just keep winding, just like so. Tug it, go back the other way. Okay, so once you get to a point where you need to change to your yarn color that you're doing for your actual top, what we're gonna do is take this out. We're gonna go back to the middle between needle 2 and 3. We're going to put this in the inside, just like that. We're gonna take the yarn color that we wanna do, put it in like so. Put it in the tension. What I like to do is take my hand, grab these two, and then I kind of hold this one as well. So I'm holding these 2 yarns and then this one right here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna wind back, and boom, just like that. Try to make sure you're not getting it caught right here, it'll mess up your tension, so don't be like me. But make sure you're tugging it, go back the other way. And I'm gonna do this for about, I'm gonna do it for about 65 rows. So I have a little counter, and whenever I hit a stopping point and I have to go back, I just click the button and it'll put the number on there. So I'll do it and then click, go back, click, do it, click, go back, click, and I just do it this way. They have counters you can buy to attach to these, but this is what I have, so this is what I'm gonna use. So yeah, we're gonna do it till we get to 65 rows. Click, make sure you pull, go back the other way. To here, click, pull, go back this way. So we're halfway. I have 34 so far, and we're just gonna go to 65. Remember to always pull at the very beginnings. So you're gonna pull, go back, count that row. You're gonna pull, go back the other way. Make sure you catch these. If it's too tight, you just want to push that down. Count that row. Pull, go back the other way. We're just going to do that till you get to 65 or however many you need for your top. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to cut your yarn. We're gonna do just like how we did the first time to change the color. We're gonna put this in the front. You wanna make sure you're in between 2 and 3. You're gonna take your waist yarn. You're gonna put that in the front. Same thing, put it in the tension gauge that you padded in. You're gonna hold these two. And you're also going to hold the one at the, where the tension is. And you're just gonna go back and gonna do it that way. Same thing. Go back. And we're just gonna do that for about 10 to 15 rows again. So when this is done, you're just gonna cut this and do the same thing. You're gonna just go all the way around. And then it'll start to fall off like that. And then these two, you usually just have to kind of take them off. And there you have your panel. It looks long, but it'll stretch out this way. So it'll look like that. So now what we're gonna do is we're going to do the star in the middle. So now that you have your panel, this is what it'll look like. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take off this waste yarn. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab your 6mm hook. You're gonna take your main color yarn, so the color you used for this. You're gonna do a slip knot. And what you do is you go to the back of the panel. So this is the front where you see all the V's. This is the back. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna find this very first, where we see this very first loop. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through there and do, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna find these stitches that are by themselves that go into the white, and you're gonna single crochet into those. So you're gonna go into that, single crochet, it'll go through. Again, it's these that are going into the waste yarn. So you're gonna go through, yarn over, go up, pull through 2, same thing, go through, yarn over, pull through, go through 2. You're gonna just do that all the way down until you get to the other side. And now we're all the way at the end. What we're gonna do is, because again, I don't wanna have to weave in so many ends. So what I'm actually gonna do is there's this little section. You wanna make sure you go into all of these. And we're going to actually go through this one that has the loose yarn. We're gonna go into there. We're gonna do a single crochet. And what we're gonna do is turn our work. Turn our work to the side and see how this is up here. But see, there's 2. You wanna make sure you go through both of those. So I'm gonna put my hook into here, bring it up, and single crochet. And we're gonna do that all along the sides, so all these will single crochet into. So just like that. Okay, so now we're at the end again. And we're gonna just do the same thing. So make sure you single crochet into each stitch. So all of these, you're gonna go into this one. You're gonna pull and you're gonna turn your work. So we're gonna go into this, single crochet, again, you don't want to grab any of the waste yarn, just the primary color or just the main color that you did. So mine is green, so I'm just gonna grab all the green yarns, just like this. Do single crochets. You want to make sure you grab all of these stitches. The last thing you want to do is take your waste yarn out and then stitches start dropping. So you want to make sure you're grabbing all of the stitches, and again, we're gonna go over and we're gonna do single crochet on the side, just like so. Okay, so now we're at the end again. And what we're going to do, again, make sure you get all these stitches. We're going to crochet into the very first single crochet that we did at the very beginning. So we're just gonna go through there and do a slip stitch. I like to chain one and then I end it like that. And what we're gonna do is just cut this and then pull this through, just like that. So this is what the panel will look like. Remember, this is the front and this is the back. So after you do that, what we're gonna do now is with this one, we can just pull the yarn and it'll come undone. So that is what I'm going to do. Pull, and boom. So this one is off and none of the stitches will come undone. So there's that side. And so for this one is a little bit trickier. What you want to do, instead of pulling from the top, you don't want to pull this one because it's not going to work. You want to go from the bottom. So I see where this one is. Let me see. So it's this one. So I'm gonna take my hook and pull it. Actually, I'm gonna cut this shorter. And you're just gonna keep doing that basically all the way down. Pull, and then undo this. Pull this out. So boom, you have that done. And then you're gonna pull this like so. And you're gonna do the same thing on this side. Pull that out. Uh-oh, out of frame. And then pull this. And boom, it comes off just like that. And see, you can use this over again as waist yarn. So you can use it for maybe making another shirt. You just do another shirt with the waist yarn. So here is the top. So with this top, there are 6 straps. There's 2 at the top, there's 2 at the bottom, and then there's 2 on the side. And what I did was I basically, what you want to do is hold it up to you, and wherever it hits, like wherever you are, like underneath your bust area, you want to put a stitch marker or bobby pin or something to mark that spot, and that's where you're going to put your straps in the middle. The straps at the top and the bottom are just in the corners, so you would just go on the corners and then put the straps. So yeah, so what we're gonna do now is we're actually gonna work on the star. What I'll do is I'll put a picture on the screen that shows the star, but I'll also link down below my Pinterest. So I'll make a Pinterest board that'll have everything that I ever use in a YouTube video, like for reference. I'll put it in that board. So it'll be, the title will be like, I don't know, antisocial Pinterest board or something. I don't know. You'll see. It'll be linked down below. But I'm gonna make a board and I'm gonna include everything, like in the future videos. If I use reference pictures, I'll put them in there. The star that I'm gonna use for this top, I'll put it in there. That way y'all can go and look and y'all can use it. What I'm gonna do is we're going to take our contrasting color, so our second color that we want to do, and we're gonna do the star. So for the star, we're gonna grab our stitch markers. Gonna need about no more than 10, I don't think. So what I like to do is I like to do all of the points first. So I do all of the points, and then I go in and do the inside parts, and then I go from there. So what I'm gonna do first though is find the middle of the top. So for the points, so to find the middle of the top, I'm gonna use these bigger stitch markers. What I'm gonna do is, so let's see if I can go based off of my top. So I'm gonna count the amount of rows I have this way, and then I'm gonna find the very center one. That way when you put the star on the top, it's even, because you don't want it to be more on this side or more on that side. You want it to be smack dab in the middle. So what I'm gonna do is count my rows going this way. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. So half of 34 is 17. So that's 34. So we're gonna count 7. We're gonna go to 17. So we're gonna count again. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So this is the middle. We're gonna just mark that really quickly. And so we did 65 rows. So what I'm going to do is find the center of the top going this way now. So we found it going this way, but now we're gonna find it going this way. So it was 65. If I do 64, 64 divided by 2 is 32. So I'm gonna go up to 32, and I'm gonna put a pin in 33 because technically there is 65. So yeah, so we're gonna come from the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is the center of the top. And from the center, we're going to do the widest part of the star. So we're gonna do this very wide part. The widest part of the star is actually 23. So it will be kind of leaning over more to one side, but that's okay. It's not gonna be too noticeable. So we're gonna do 11 this way, and then we're gonna do 11 that way. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is right here. This is 11. And so we're gonna put a pin in here. Same thing going this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me make sure. So here's the star. If we go to the star's middle, which this is the middle, we go down to the widest part. This is the widest part. So you go down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then that means it'll have 11 on that side. And then you're not going to count the one in the middle because that's where the pin is. So you're going to count to the side of the pin. So 11 on this side and 11 on this side, and that's not including this pin. And remember, you want to count these V's right here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's that. And then what we're gonna do is from the center, which is right here, you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're gonna go 7 up. So not including the one that the pin is in. So the one right above it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's this one right here. You're gonna put your stitch marker in. And again, same thing, but we're gonna do it going down. So again, you're gonna go to the middle. This is the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're gonna go down 9. So again, not counting the one that the stitch marker is in, you're gonna go to the one right underneath. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. This one is 9. We're gonna take our stitch marker, put that in there, and boom. This is the outline of our star. Now you're gonna do the 2 points that go down here. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're gonna go down 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one right here. I'm gonna put a smaller pin so I know that is not anything important. That just lets me know that that is the bottom of this open space. And so when we're at the bottom, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's where your pin is. You're gonna go over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're gonna go 7, 8, 9, 10. So you're gonna put a stitch marker right here, and that's gonna be 10. So again, we're gonna get our stitch markers. So we're gonna go over 10. So not including the one that the stitch marker's in, you're gonna go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This one is 10. Put our stitch marker in there, close it. Same thing on the other side, not including the one the stitch marker's in, but the one next to it. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's right here. Gonna put a stitch marker. And you just want to make sure you double check your work because you don't want to be messing up anything. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take out these pins that we don't need. So we don't need this one because remember that was the open space. And you also don't need this one in the very middle because that's not anything significant. It just signified that that's the middle of the whole top. And then you're also gonna remove this one at the bottom. If you don't have like different color stitches, what you can do is to signify which ones you don't need, you just leave them open, and then the ones you do need, you can close them. So yeah, if you're using bobby pins, maybe you could tie a piece of yarn to the end of the bobby pins and make them different colors. So just some ideas. But this is the layout for the star. So it'll be like that, and then go in and then out like that. So, you know, you'll see it. Now we're just going to duplicate stitch. So what you want to do is get your second color that you wanted. Mine was this olive green. So I'm gonna take some, I'm gonna cut it. What you want to do is weave in your needle, and let me get closer. Let me make sure I know how to do this. So first we're gonna start here in the corner, and you want to follow the grid diagram. The picture is yellow and blue. You want to do everything that's yellow, which is the star. So this is the very corner of that star, so we're going to start here. What you want to do is take your needle, you're going to go underneath and see like this is a V. You're going to go right here in between. So you're going to take your needle and go right in between that. Go up. I'm gonna pull this yarn through until I have it where I need it. You're gonna go into the top V. So this is the V we went into. You're gonna go to the top V. You're gonna go to the side, just like so. You're gonna pull this, just like this. And see, it duplicates it, so it looks like it's almost the V color, like that's how it's supposed to be. But you're gonna go in, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna go into the next V right beside it, because in the diagram, let me see if I can show y'all. There's 3, so 1, 2, 3. So you want to do 3 with each other, or 3 right beside each other. So we're gonna go to the next stitch right beside it. So all you're gonna do is go in to where we came out of at first. We're gonna go back in there, and then instead of going through and then coming back up and doing it like extra work, you're just gonna go in and then come out through the next stitch, and then you're just gonna pull that like that. Not get your stitch marker or anything tangled in. That would be nice. I'm actually gonna remove this because it's kind of in the way now, but you're just gonna do it like that, and as y'all can see, it makes a V. So we're gonna go over 3. Do it like that. I like mine my yarn to be a little long because I don't like weaving in so many ends. Of course, we should know by now. So I have it long, but not too long. So there's only gonna be 3 on this row, so we're gonna go up and then over, because the next row has 4. We're gonna go in this one, just like that, and then we're gonna go over back over this way. And it's just a back and forth type of thing. So go to the next one, go to the next one. So just like that. This one has 4, so this is 3. Okay, so I left this in because I figured y'all might want to see me zoom through this in fast motion because I find stuff like this interesting. If you don't, you can always skip it, but I will be kind of talking about what I'm doing. So far, we have these rows. Oh, well, we have this one too. So yeah. We have these, and now I'm starting on this side, and I'll go down, and then I'll work my way up and go up the star. Okay, so continuing back, first of all, I started here, and then I realized I messed up, so I had to start over, which is a reminder to y'all that it is okay to start over. A lot of people hate starting over, I notice, especially in, like, the fiber art community. People want to get things on the first try, and that's just not how it works sometimes. Even I don't get things on the first try. Things that I try, and I've done this star before, mind you. This is my second time making the outfit. I mean, the star. Well, yeah, this outfit, this shirt. And I had to start it over, and it's okay, you know? It's a little frustrating, but it's alright. You want it to be right, so if you have to start over on something, start over. But anywho, I left this in here because I find stuff like this interesting. I like looking at stuff go in fast motion. But yeah, again, I'll link the star down below. I'll put my Pinterest, and I'll also put the link to the like star directly from Pinterest. But it's gonna be in that Pinterest board. So whenever I post things and I say, oh yeah, I got it from Pinterest, just expect a link in my description with a Pinterest board full of things that I've said. Because I'm always on Pinterest. A lot of people ask, where do you get your like ideas? Pinterest. I have to like make myself not go on Pinterest because I will scroll there for hours. But yeah, anywho, you don't have to do a star. You can do a different thing. You would just look up whatever you're looking for and then graph. So when I looked up star, I looked up star graph. When I look up, like if I wanted a heart, I would look up heart graph. The pins, as you saw me do at the beginning, just kind of show you how big it'll be. If you want it bigger, you would look for a bigger star or with a bigger graph. If you want a bigger heart, look up a bigger heart, bigger graph, you know, stuff like that. But you can also look up like characters too. It's really whatever you want. It doesn't have to be a star though. And you can like change colors, do different colors. But yeah, this is pretty much the end of the star. This is what it looks like. So that is the end of the video for the I'm a star top. You gotta say it exactly like that when you say the name. But that's the tutorial. I hope that y'all liked it. Hopefully it's easy enough. Really, it's literally just a rectangle. The most difficult part is honestly like the star, which even that is not that difficult if you know how to do a duplicate stitch and if you're like counting and stuff correctly. I tried to explain everything well. This is my first Sentro machine tutorial. So let me know if y'all have any feedback. I know my stuff is a little shaky because my camera is connected to my table that I'm working on. So I'm gonna try to figure out something else for that. So that way when I'm doing this, the camera's not like shaking along with it. But yeah, if y'all like, just let me know if y'all have any questions, put them down below and I'll try to get to them. Hopefully y'all like this video though. Hopefully you like the tutorial. Hopefully y'all can make y'all a cute little top as well. Please, if you recreate it, tag me. You don't have to, but I love to see y'all's work, so please tag me if you recreate it. And yeah, hopefully y'all like this video. Hopefully it was helpful. Oh, one more thing. Also, for my pink one, I had it kind of cinched right here in the middle, so it was more like a v-neck. All I did was you can sew it together, but I had made that decision for that top very last minute, like right before I started taking pictures. So all I did was I took a stitch marker and I put it down the middle and it stuck it together and it gave it that like cinching, so it'd make it like a v-neck. The green one, you'll see here, I did not do that. I just had it straight. The pink one was more v-neck. All I did was take a stitch marker. I would play around with it, see how you like it, and if you like it and you want it to stay that way permanently, you would just sew it together. If not, you could just leave it with the stitch marker, kind of like I did, and do it that way. So yeah, just to point that out. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.